We're a bit demonstrative today.
What does demonstrative mean?
Well, sort of forceful.
I've only just got in.
No, okay, so I know, but I just want you to be relaxed.
What does demonstrative mean?
Oh, I like you really pronounce the T's there.
What does that even mean?
Just
I've just come in.
dominant.
What? I've literally just sat down. I've not even said anything.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's going to be a good episode, I can tell.
Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to those everyday dilemmas. Like, is it a good idea to show off your parkour skills at a wedding?
Parkour.
Parkour, is that?
That's where you climb up walls.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Oh, I always thought it was called Park Hall.
Park Hall?
Yeah.
No, it's parkour.
And am I a bad person for pretending I don't speak English around street fundraisers? Ooh,
Ben, you don't do that, do you?
That's a good tactic. Yeah. Excuse me, we sponsor an Irishman with alopecia. See?
Okay.
Okay. No spaghetti English. And what should you do if, no offence to any Irishmen with alopecia, by the way, and what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not your usual agony ants, are we? William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert.
No, we're not, Jordan North radio presenter. I'm more Battenberg, you're more battered sausage.
Oh, I've not had battered sausage in ages.
And that's from Arthur in California. It's one of my clients recently, and we sat there. I mean, to be honest, I hardly did any afternoon tea content. We just sat there and went through lots of I'm more, you're mores that he had written. So thank you, Arthur. It was a lovely tea.
Oh, really want a battered sausage? I've not had that for ages.
Have you not? And
No.
what do you batter it? Is it like fish and chip batter? That sort of batter.
Oh,
Talking of which,
someone's been battering their sausage.
where do you get a battered sausage?
A chippy.
All right, okay.
Do you know what pea wet is?
Wait, what?
Pea wet.
Mushy? Is it? Oh, look at that flat vowel there. Mushy peas.
No, it's the juice from the peas.
Oh,
Babby's head.
what the heck's that?
Steak and kidney pudding, I think.
And it's called a what?
Babby's head.
Because it looks like a baby's head.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit weird.
Never had that before. Oh, I really, really want battered sausage chips and gravy right now.
Well, we can go for our lunch.
With mushy peas.
We'll have
We
our
are absolutely not. We're on This Morning tomorrow. We can't be having fish and chips when we're on the telly.
And
God.
really, you now not eating until we finish?
Yeah, just on black coffee and cigarettes till then.
Well, should we toast? I'm going to toast. Can we do two toasts?
Fucking good episode. That was a great start.
What?
I said this is going to be a good episode.
What? Battered sausage chat?
That was a great start.
He's now going to try and...
Shove that in your good episode.
Well, first of all, I'm going to toast Joanna and Dan, who won our Diva España competition last week. So, Joanna and Dan, see you in Benny. Yeah. Second toast, and I'm going to get a bit serious here. I would like to toast Jonathan, who I do the Keeping Appearances podcast with, and all of the Treasure Quest team, because on Saturday, this Saturday coming, if you're listening to this contemporaneously, is the last ever Treasure Quest. I have listened to that show for 13 years. I have been I'm very changed over 13 years, and I have listened to it religiously. I know a lot of G&Divas, or some G&Divas that listen to this, also have discovered the joys of Treasure Quest and the hilarity that is. I would say beyond, well, other than Keeping Up Appearances, it is the program, or the radio program, that has influenced me the most. And I'm really going to miss it. No, Jonathan will as well.
How long's it been going for?
13 years.
Very BBC, a successful show, and they've decided to axe it.
And it's the most popular show that Three Counties in Northampton do. Gets phenomenal ratings, but there we go. It's been decided that it's not continuing, but thank you for the laughs. And on behalf of all the G&Divas that listen to Treasure Quest and me, thank you to everyone that's done Treasure Quest over the last 13 years. Treasure Quest. Okay, now back to battered sausage chat.
We are doing Diva España with Amazon Music on Sexted My Boss. You might have heard about it. It's all part of our fifth birthday celebrations. we're having a long weekend of Sexted shenanigans in Benidorm, and the best bit is you can join in the fun.
I thought we'd finish this because, as you know, we've obviously been playing Ben's Big Bing Bong.
Yeah, big bong. Yeah.
For the last 5 weeks. And it says here, I'm sad to say, that last week was the final Bing Bong.
Bing bong.
In an episode, Jordan. What's this I hear? Is it another chance to win? But there are a couple of extra tickets up for grabs that you can get your hands on. How do they do that, Jordan?
You can find a brand new Diva España code on our Instagram feed right now. Plus, Amazon Music have an additional chance to win on their Instagram account too. So to enter the prize draw, all you need to do is head to sextedmyboss.com and fill out the Diva España form before the 16th of July 2023. All the T's and C's are on the website too, and you can only enter if you're in the UK, so sorry to all our international Gene Divas. Lots of people have DM'd me about that, it's only for people in the UK, I'm afraid.
Sorry.
This is absolutely the last chance to enter the competition and win your seat on that plane.
So if you thought you missed out, don't cry or stop crying. Go to either our Instagram at SextedMyBoss or Amazon Music's, look at the code, go to our website, enter it, fingers crossed, and hope for the best.
How's your week been?
Well, it's been fine. I would just like to issue a slight apology, sort of to you, but not mainly to you, to producer Ben, because maybe last week when we recorded after Glasto, and people weren't feeling as fresh, what people really needed in their hour of need, even that they chose to go to Glastonbury, was a uptight 33-year-old homosexual getting a bit stroppy and then continuing that strop on WhatsApp throughout the week after the episode recording. So Ben, I'm very sorry.
Why? What have you been doing now? I just don't even read your WhatsApp.
No. This was a private WhatsApp with Ben.
What was he getting arsey for?
I can't really remember, but we're friends now. Ben's in a much better condition.
You're very demonstrative.
I can be. It's been known. But I have, however, the lesson I have learned from last week is that I have put in my diary already from the 30th of June to the 4th of July in block capitals, do not record Sexted, brackets Glastonbury. So if we're still going
What's gone on? What's happened? Were you annoyed with me and Ben last week or something?
Not so much you. But,
why?
Well, because you were sort of okay. You were a little bit
He was hungover.
Yes,
there's no wrong with
but
that.
he chose to go to Glastonbury.
Oh, shut up. Shut up, William. You were angry at him for going to Glastonbury.
I wasn't. I was.
Sorry for telling you to shut up.
No, it's fine. I was irked.
Why?
I wasn't angry. I was irked.
Remember, not everybody's practically perfect like you.
I know. It's hard. It's the cross I bear.
So you were horrible to Ben?
I wasn't horrible. I don't think I was horrible, was I? No, he said after thinking about it for a few seconds too long. No, I just made my feelings clear.
Oh, okay.
I detected that maybe Ben and I weren't on our usual level, and I sent Ben a little message, and 12 hours later he replied, which made me realise, yep, there's something wrong. And we're all good now.
Okay.
That's quick for me.
Oh, apparently that was quick for Ben. No, you're normally very good. But I've also bought both of you, in light of last week's episode and other events, we talked about tea towels last week. And I said the new Dalesford tea towels are the best type of tea towels available.
You are a lovely boy. Bless your heart.
So that one's for you.
Thank you.
Adam, I will get you one. Sorry. They only had two.
You can never have enough tea towels. Oh, that's
Now,
lovely.
feel the quality of that tea towel.
Will that buff my sides up, though, and get them shiny?
Don't use a tea towel on your sides.
That's what, yeah, when you wipe it down.
No, use it on, like, glasses and cutlery.
What's that say? Dialysis?
How much?
Dalesford.
Oh, Dalesford.
I should have taken the price off, did I?
That's a lovely tea
Did I not?
towel. Oh, thank you.
Feel the quality of that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one, that one.
It's
Thanks.
nice.
Oh, remind me to take my steamer home as well. Is that still here? Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Pleasure. Give it a wash first.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Otherwise it won't absorb.
Oh, will it not?
And go easy on the fabric conditioner.
Thank you.
thank you.
Pleasure.
What colour's yours? Oh, Ben's just brought. What colour's yours, Ben?
Green.
Oh, the same. Oh, no, red.
No. I got red for you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Claret. You know, red. I thought it was themed.
Bless you.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Navy, green or red? What would you like, Adam?
Navy would be nice.
Excellent. Good, they didn't have
bless
any,
you.
so yeah, I can't.
I've
get
got
one.
something for you, actually.
Oh no, you don't. This would be like the
The oldest trick in the book.
Jordan's just whipped a little middle finger out of his left breast pocket.
Sorry, that was...
No, it's fine. You've told me to shut up. You've given me the finger.
I'm not being demonstrative. Whatever that means. And why am I saying that word really posh?
Not as posh as you said it earlier.
Demonstrative.
Yeah.
What else has been going on in the world of wacky William Hanson?
You know, can you not the Glasgow record, the record before that?
Yeah.
You were a bit late. Can you remember that?
Say yes. I was 10 minutes late.
Can you remember why you were late?
The tube. I'd been to the gym.
Yes, and the tube. What did you say when you got in?
The tube was
Yeah.
stuck.
So at the moment we're proofing our book, and in it there is a section on Jordan's top excuses for being late. Blame the car or transport. My train got stuck at the station is a good one if you're just running late.
That was the one I used.
That was
wasn't it?
exactly the excuse that you used. And I read that yesterday and I went, that's exactly what he said to us 2 weeks ago.
I went to the gym, but I got a bit... I got a bit carried away
away.
at the gym, so I was running late. But that was... Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
You've been hoisted by your own petard. Sextedmyboss.com/book if you want to get more of Jordan's top excuses.
There you go.
My favourite one of
Cheers.
your excuse from that thing that made me laugh is where you end with, I won't do the start, both ends.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a very good
It's a good one,
Yeah.
because no one will question it.
No.
Anyway, there's more gold dust out on the 9th of November.
Cheers for that, Poirot.
How are you getting on with your Agathas?
Oh, I forgot. I keep meaning to text you. What was... Because I got bored of the other one. What was the other one?
The murder of Roger Ackroyd. A few people asked me on Instagram yesterday.
The
as well.
murder... Honestly, guys, if you're struggling to sleep, I recommend an Agatha Christie or the News Hour on BBC World Service.
So similar.
The murder of...
Roger.
Can you text it me?
Yes.
Roger
Ackroyd.
Ackroyd. I'm sure he was in my year at school. What else has been going on in Williams?
Well, tell me about your world.
Well, I have quite the weekend coming up.
Oh, do you?
I reckon this is going to be the megaest weekend of my year so far. I'm trying to think
Until Benidorm.
I'm trying to think of a name for it because weekends like this don't come around every weekend. This is and it's all happened by accident. It all fell into place one by one. So I'm trying to think of a name for it. You know, like you got Super Sunday. What can I call it? My mega...
Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Is it how many days?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday. Oh, it's a Radio 1 weekend.
So
Okay.
Thursday, I'm going to see The Boss.
The Boss.
Bruce
Alid?
Springsteen.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Right? Grew up listening to Stuart. Who's caught his head jacket? We can dance to Lizzo again, and we can be really butch and do it, Jord.
Yes. Okay. So
Am I ready? Who's caught his head jacket? Am I ready? You'll see those two houses on the hill. Am I ready? Not that one, the other one. Am I ready? Who's caught his head jacket? Sorry.
So the Boss is Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, so
Why is he called the Boss?
Because he's the...
Is he demonstrative?
Excuse my French. No, I'm not going to say. He's the boss.
Okay.
So I grew up listening to Springsteen. My dad and my uncle really got me into him. So I'm going to watch Bruce Springsteen in Hyde Park on Thursday.
Lovely.
I'm going to Wimbledon on Friday.
Oh, new balls, please.
Saviour. Jordan South things.
You're just going to the station, or are you actually going to the tennis?
I don't want to actually give away. I don't live too far away. I've worked it out.
Well,
But they can get on the stop
get on the
name,
same
like,
line, yeah.
So it's not. So we've got tickets last minute. Saturday, I'm at Silverstone.
oh,
No.
Yeah. Is it Silverstone or Silverstone?
Silverstone.
I'm DJing at Silverstone.
You're DJing. It's the
So
second biggest racket that'll be happening there.
did I tell you? So I sent them my original DJ set, which is all like
Your bangers and your whoppers.
the Fratellis, Killers, that kind of thing, Kings of Leon, Sex on Fire. And they replied saying, absolutely can't be this sort of music. It's not the right vibe. So I've had to redo
What are
my
you
set.
doing?
Ibiza Classics, William.
Ibiza Classics. What's an Ibiza Classic?
Well, it's a classic that's been played in Ibiza, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So I've been learning to mix and
Okay.
stuff. And then on Sunday, I'm going to Henley Festival.
Who even are you?
I know.
Saviour Jordan South.
What? Say no. What?
Have I changed?
What?
Wasn't Henley last weekend?
That was the regatta.
Oh, what's this weekend?
This is the festival.
What's the difference?
Well, the regatta's boats.
Yeah,
The festival's
not.
yeah, it's like boat racing. I've never been to a regatta,
Right.
but yeah.
Well, get you.
Am I going to get a load of shit for that? Why? But it's just I'm working like a lot of it. So yeah,
I'm going down a mine on Sunday.
literally role reversals. What are you going down a mine for?
Just keeping it real.
Oh, yeah.
One of us has got to.
You're going down a mine?
No, of course I'm not. Well,
Oh.
I'm going to Glasgow, so it's comparable, but I shall be up there.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be. Are we record? What day are we recording next week?
Thankfully, not a Monday.
Oh, good, because I'll be. But yeah,
you know my feelings.
Can't wait to see Springsteen. I'm a bit nervous about the DJ set of Formula One, but I'm looking forward to Wimbledon
Wearing
as well.
the Silverstone thing, do you... What are you doing? Talking to a horse?
That's the.
Oh, the tennis.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know which tickets, which course
I'm going
are
to
you
shout. I'm going to be zany and go, "Come on, Tim!" That's what I'm going to shout. I'm going to heckle.
in? I've shouted "Come on, Tim" a few times, but it's for very different reasons. What are you going to see? What court are you on?
I don't know.
Well, what are your tickets for? Centre court? Court number 1?
Just Wimbledon.
Well, it doesn't work like that.
Do you know strawberries and cream are still only £2.50 or something? They've
Are
got
they?
changed, yeah.
I thought they were very disappointing when I went.
That's
But I did
horrible.
go 15 years ago. They might have got better.
They got there.
And also, they only go, I think off the top of my head, it's in my second book, they only go back to the 70s
Oh, okay.
at Wimbledon.
Also, in other news, I had steak last night. I've
Congratulations.
got in a bit of a rut. Okay, where I was like, which I don't mind in the winter, but I was going home every night after work, watching Drive to Survive and not doing else. So I thought, right, I'm going to start going out. So I went out last week in the week, which I never do.
No,
Went for
you're out
some
more than the cat.
food, and then last night I went for steak with Vic.
Okay.
Um,
What sort of steak did you have?
I had sirloin.
Sirloin.
But this goes back to my point that I've always said. It was a beautiful steak. It was perfectly cooked. Quite really nice restaurant.
What's your order? Medium? Medium rare?
Medium rare.
Medium
yeah.
rare.
What about you?
Medium.
Oh, I thought you'd be more rare.
No.
Anyway,
Nothing rare about me anymore.
went last night. A beautiful steak, freshly made peppercorn sauce. They didn't even call them mashed mash. They called it whipped potatoes.
Oh.
Yeah. The bread was the best thing. I absolutely fucking love bread. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I could just live off bread and butter. It was like freshly made bread and you like teared it open and the butter was warm. You know, it's not like cold butter. It was perfect.
The butter was warm or the bread was warm?
Both. The bread
Okay.
was warm. So
Yeah.
but the butter was room temperature. That's the first thing I thought about this morning when I woke up. Not the steak, the bread. Something wrong with me. I could just live off bread.
Well.
Do you remember when we went to your mum and dad's house and they got us about 5 variety of breads in?
Yeah, and
That
when we went for lunch, or was it breakfast and dinner at Monaco?
Yeah.
That's all you had was the bloody bread.
Yeah, I could honestly, it was great. Yeah.
That and the souffles. 3 big souffles.
Also, speaking of food, you know I love me. Did I have a big soup? You know,
Yes. Sorry.
you know I love me.
Yes.
I'll always be a Kinder Bueno kind of guy.
Right.
I'm gonna rate my top 10 chocolates. I'm gonna do it. Really into Yorkies at the moment.
Are you all right? Top 10 chocolates? It's not BBC Radio Suffolk. All right, you need a little bit extra.
Can I just say how many people recently over the past couple of months are like, someone was like, I work with children with ADHD, please go for a test. Please.
I think last week you said you were going to give us your top 5 summer reads. Where are they?
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll do that.
I don't know what I want
I'll do it for
first.
socials.
Do I
Yeah,
want chocolate or summer reads?
Really into Yorkies at the moment.
Raisin or plain?
Plain. I've not had
Okay.
a raisin one. Oh, and dark chocolate bounties. But Yorkies. I had a Yorkie the other week in work. And I thought, oh, this has hit the spot, this. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever tried a finger of fudge?
Do you think I've got ADHD?
Yes.
But everybody's
I don't
got it
think,
now.
no, I don't think you have ADHD. I think you have ADHD plus.
What's that?
Whatever that is, that's one up. That's what I think.
But yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Not just, there's nothing wrong with having ADHD plus.
I did. I've read a lot about it recently, but everybody says they. Yeah. Anyway, I read it. I was cleaning house till 1:45 in the morning overnight.
Is that dirty?
I was getting into bed, and then I started on one thing, and then that was it. Anyway,
I have a friend who will remain nameless who is obsessed with cleaning and it has been known to, be getting a bit fresh with their partner on the sofa. Partner goes up stairs and friend then does not go upstairs because they see a mark on the skirting board and has to clean the mark on the skirting board.
who's that?
We'll tell you later.
Okay. Anything else going on? You into any chocolate bars at the moment? Anything?
No,
like
I'm
that?
trying to not do chocolate at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because, Benidorm. Got to get my beach body ready.
No, you really don't. That's the least beach body, but just go
really?
and be out loud and proud.
Okay. Well, I'm proud. I have changed my breakfast, if you really want to know. So I used to have 2 poached eggs on a piece of toast, maybe some bacon medallions or a bit of chicken and some cherry tomatoes. 3 cherry tomatoes, of course, because I'm on a diet. What I now have is a bit of 2% Greek yogurt with some melon, some strawberries, pumpkin and chia seeds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't like chia seeds.
No, well, they're good protein source. Well, they're a protein source.
I'm still on my ready break, but I'm only on it like 2 or 3 times a week.
So what do you have when you're not on it?
Poached eggs on toast, maybe
Okay.
some Weetabix, shredded wheat with like berries,
Nice.
strawberries, that kind of thing.
I'm trying to reduce my carbohydrate intake, so I'm only having carbs once a day.
You just never know these days. Carbs are good, carbs are bad. Calorie count, don't calorie count. It's all about meat, it's all about vegan. You don't know if you're coming or going,
No,
do you?
no, you don't.
No.
Anyway, that's my breakfast choice.
Okay. Anything else going on?
No, not massively. I'm just counting the days until Benidorm. Although I'm going to Paris the weekend before, so it's going to be a weekend of contrasts.
I think I'm in Ibiza the weekend before.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah.
brace yourself, everyone. Just
What?
have you got a decent amount of time to recover in between?
Probably not, no.
Right. Okay. Good. Did I see you on Crime Stoppers the other day
Oh.
with the television under your arm?
Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, loads of people tagged me in it. I don't think it looked like me that much, to be fair,
To be honest, I didn't think it looked like you either.
but it was funny. So Burnley and Pendle Police posted on their Facebook.
Oh, Pendle, as in Pendle Side.
No, it wasn't Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
but it wasn't Pendle. It was Burnley and Padiham. Anyway,
oh, Padiham.
Burnley and Padiham Police posted on their Facebook a screenshot of a CCTV image of a man with his hood up, what looked like he was stealing a television.
Well, he had a television under his arm.
Yeah.
Didn't look like he was
And
stealing.
people said, do you know who this person is? A lot of people tagged me in and said, that's Jordan North. I put it up on my Insta. Then before you know it, was in the Daily Mail, which is actually on the BBC News website as well.
Wow.
Turns out it wasn't me. I actually didn't have an alibi for What?
Thanks for the clarification.
Well, it wasn't. I haven't robbed a telly in years. But I was starting to get worried because it was...
For the record, you've never robbed a television.
No, I've never robbed a telly.
Just before the Lancashire Post start writing an article.
I've robbed a traffic light lolly when I was in year 7.
You
and got
just
caught.
can't help yourself.
Anyway, it's only a lollipop. Anyway, I was thinking, I'm not even... I ain't got an alibi for that Monday night. Right, I was at home on my own watching telly. Anyway, it turns out the person's been caught now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then loads of people from Burnley have been messaging me going, you fucking grass. Snitches get stitches. It's like, on the code. I'm
that
like,
why-
I didn't grass him in. I just... So like that. But like,
Is that why you're going underground this weekend at Henley?
yeah. It's like, loads of people going, oh, you grass. I'm like that.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't you, and I'm glad that justice has been served.
Thank you.
Talking of justice, should we go to Jordan's Jolly Joke of the Week?
Yes, we shall. So this week's Jolly Joke of the Week is from Alex Barnes, our video editor. He sent this me last week. What's the difference between a lentil and a chickpea? And I'll tell you the punchline after the break. Okay, Gene Divas, thanks for sticking with us. And thanks to Alex, our video editor, for this week's Jordan's Jolly Joke of the Week. What's the difference between a lentil and a chickpea?
I don't know.
I've never had lentil on my face.
Oh, that's disgusting!
I've never had a lentil on my face.
Alex Barnes. Wow.
That was good. I sent Alex that.
Well, that's the last time I ate chickpeas.
There you go.
Well,
I've never had I've never had anybody wee on my face.
No. Do that for a bonus.
What?
Don't worry.
You're not pissing on my face.
Remember, G&Divas, this is your last chance to win a ticket to Benidorm. You can enter twice if you head to Sexted and Amazon Music's Instagram feeds. You have until midnight on Sunday, the 16th of July, 2023.
Good episode so far. Is everybody happy?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Demonstrative?
Good episode so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Much better than last week.
Right. Why? What was wrong with last week?
Well, it was, you know...
Do you not think it was a good episode last week?
Actually, listening back, it wasn't bad, actually.
But at the time...
I didn't...
Is that what you were annoyed about?
I didn't sound as anxious as I actually was.
So what was you annoyed last week? You weren't happy with the episode?
No. I just with the recording, not so much the product. The product, it was actually very good.
What was wrong with the recording?
I just felt we weren't all present. Anyway, let's not pick at the scab.
Okay. Should we go on to listeners' problems?
Not a moment too soon. This is from Anonymous in Edinburgh. Hello, William Jordan EPB. I'm hoping your wisdom may be able to help me with a recurring issue I'm having.
You're like Snape, you. I don't know if you're good or bad. Honestly. Isn't he? He's like Professor Snape. I don't know if you're good or evil. Some days I'm like, oh, he's got me a tea towel. The next I'm like, oh God, I'm shit at my job.
No, you're not shit.
Sorry, carry on.
I'm hoping your wisdom may be able to help me with a recurring issue I'm having in the app-based dating world. I seem to either meet guys who I don't find much of a connection with, or guys that have a bit of something about them, but then they ditch me. And more often than not, the reason has been that I seem a bit too nice for them. One of the latest boys had seemed keen on messages, and he suggested we meet the following weekend. He then followed up asking me what my sex life was like. I replied what I thought was an appropriate, I'm not a nun, but would rather not discuss any further detail before meeting someone in real life and knowing them a bit better.
Good reply.
He then retracted his offer of meeting up, saying that I seem really nice, but we probably wouldn't match because of the above. As we say in Scotland, I was raging, no G. Not sure whether at him or myself for not letting out a bit more of my flirty side so he wouldn't have written me off. So my question is, in the dating world, do I let a bit of my naughty side out a bit quicker, or do I stick to being nice and hope someone sticks around long enough to see the other side of me? With thanks in advance, Anonymous in Edinburgh.
Anonymous in Edinburgh. I used to get a lot that you're too nice, and people say you're too nice and you've got to put your foot down and stand your ground and all this. Not wrong with being too nice.
No.
Carry on being too nice, because then you will find someone that loves you for being too nice.
Oh.
What?
I can't.
Oh, was that a bit deep?
I can't top that. So.
Don't do an innuendo joke on that now. Don't ruin it with that. But no, don't. People say it to me. My mum and dad used to say, "Oh, you're too nice." People will walk over. Just be nice. There's no wrong with being nice in this world, and someone will appreciate your niceness.
Yes. Be yourself.
Exactly.
In answer to your, when the guy said, "What's your sex life like?" You could have answered exactly like you did, but I might have just sort of done something like, "Oh, maybe you'll find out." Keep it vague, but you're not going into detail.
What a question.
I don't know, but you're sort of going a little bit flirty. That would be my only suggestion.
Yeah. Be a bit flirty.
But
I think you have
be
to
true
that
to
well.
yourself.
Yeah.
This next one is from Liv.
Hi, Liv.
Hi, Jordan, William and EPB. I'm a 22-year-old girl from near Newcastle who still lives at home. My boyfriend and I often stay at each other's houses whilst we're saving up to buy our own place. This week I've stayed at his dad and stepmam's house whilst they're in Newcastle, whilst they've been on holiday. And to say the least, I feel like I've lived in an episode of How Clean Is Your House? I'm not a snob by any means. I love it because snobs always say that. I'm not a snob by any means, because I say it. Quite the opposite, really. However, basic standards of cleanliness I've grown up with aren't followed here, and it's actually made me come out in spots due to dirty bedding and towels.
Oh, scabies. That sounds like
And
scabies.
mouth ulcers, dirty cutlery, lime-filled kettles, and cups that look like they hatched with the dinosaurs. A few other examples are the dust and cobwebs are so thick they're black. The toothbrush holder is lined with sludge and what seems to be mould. I don't know the last time their microwave, kitchen draining board or the fridge were cleaned out, and there is a smell of rotting vegetables upstairs.
Jesus, wept.
As I've lived here for the week, I feel like I should clean up after myself. However, where do I start? Is it offensive to clean someone else's house? How much do I do? Also, how do I train my boyfriend into realising how unclean this house is? Love the podcast and love to you all. Liv,
that sounds like my nightmare. First of all, you can train your boyfriend up when you get your own place. You're like, What
do you like?
This is not how we live. You're talking to someone here who's...
You're fastidious.
I beg your pardon.
You're fastidious.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm fast and you're hideous. No, you're fastidious.
What does that mean?
Anal. OCD.
Oh, yeah. I must wipe my sides down in the kitchen at least 3 times a day with vinegar spray so they shine.
With vinegar, but it must stink.
Yeah, I know, but the shine on it, it's just, honestly, it smells like a chippy.
You and Jonathan need to talk about Spanish cleaning products because he goes and
Oh,
imports.
they're well better.
Yeah,
They're
he imports.
well better.
Oh, I can get him. I'm in Spain. By the way, Keeping Up Appearances, Series 4, available now. But... yes, you get your I've got a really good one for quartz and granite worktops that he's given me.
But yeah, look, I probably wouldn't start cleaning that house because it sounds like it's beyond repair. And I would maybe say to boyfriend, I don't want to stay here again.
I think you just got to be honest.
Yeah.
I love you. I don't love the house. It's untidy. Can we move somewhere else?
There's
please?
no wrong with being untidy, but that sounds like really skanky.
Your health is the most important thing.
Yeah.
I also don't know, Liv, how long you have. Have you said how long you've been with your boyfriend? No, I don't know. So I don't know how sort of serious it is, as it were. I'm sure it's very serious. I'm sure you love each other
Sounds
very
like
much.
scabies that as well, because that went round in my first year at uni.
Did it?
I was mortified.
Who was
Thank God I didn't get it.
Who was patient X?
It was the flat next door, and then we all had to go for a test.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But no, Liv, I think you just need to rip the plaster off.
Yeah. Live.
This next one is from Lang in Kent, and they've started, "Hi Jordan, William and Ben. I'm currently in between jobs, so things are getting pretty tough financially, and I'm trying to save my pennies where I can. I have an elderly neighbour a few doors down, and I often help her out by doing her grocery shopping or ordering online for her, and it's no problem for me to do so. Due to my lack of funds, about 3 times a week, she cooks me dinner to thank me for doing her shopping. This is really kind of her, but the issue is the food is not great. In fact, I can't bring myself to eat it. She obviously is buying more so she can give me a portion, but I usually just chuck it away. Should I spare her feelings and just accept the food and pretend I like it, or be honest and risk hurting her feelings? What's the etiquette here?" Lang in Kent.
Oh, Lang, that's a nice predicament to be in. Maybe just say, don't go to too much trouble. Honestly, you're doing too much here. It's totally fine. Just once a week or something like that. Be like, don't.
Okay, so scale it down.
Yeah, just scale it down. Just say, honestly, please don't go out your way. Once a week's more than enough. Just say that.
I would say you're doing FODMAP.
What's that?
So you're doing a whole thing to sort of detect what allergies you have, and you're on a very special diet. So for the time being, can we just pause it? Because under medical advice, you're doing FODMAP, and then she can stop. Then it's not her, it's you, and then you just never receive
Great
it.
advice.
Thank you.
Oh, high five.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's really good advice.
Yes.
Yeah, so
There we
you're on a
go.
little diet.
FODMAP.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This next one is from another anonymous. "Dear William and Jordan, I used to work part-time at a cafe during the holidays. I enjoyed the job. It paid well."
Can we slow down?
Oh,
It's going to be like last week.
You're rushing through. Can hardly hear you.
"Dear William and Jordan,
God's sake.
I used to work part-time at a
right.
cafe during the holidays. I enjoyed the job and it paid well and the staff were nice." How novel. "One night after work, I met my gay best friend for a drink in our local bar for a catch-up. He then told me he had been approached on a dating app by someone who mentioned they worked at the same cafe. He showed me a picture of him and it turned out to be my boss. The slight issue was his fiancée also worked at the cafe. It turned out that he had propositioned my friend to visit him at the cafe when everyone had gone home to perform sexual favours in various locations around the shop, which included the office, lavatories, stockroom and delivery van.
Sexual favours in exchange for what? A croissant? What would he get? Like a brew and a butty?
Maybe... I think the other guy was getting the butty. He was also very forthcoming and enthusiastic to engage in these activities, and even reassured my friend that they wouldn't get caught, as he had done it before with other men and his fiancée. I finished my shifts for the rest of the week, avoiding him where possible, and felt slightly nauseous whilst he was smirking, texting on his phone, and then went to the bathroom. I left the job. Do I report him knowing the ungodly acts he has been performing all over the cafe, or do I keep quiet and protect his job and his fiancée? All the best, Anonymous.
Who would you report him to?
I don't think you can report him to anyone.
I just think if you've left, yeah. I mean, it's not very nice, especially on his fiancée, but...
I think, well, who knows, they might have an arrangement, but I would say to the boss, oh, I hear you were talking to my friend Charlie, for example, on name of app, and see what he says, because you're, in effect, telling him that you know and you're aware, but you're going direct to him. I wouldn't go to anyone else. If you want to say something, I don't necessarily think you should, but if you were going to take an approach, that's the approach I'd do. I remember, here's a story, hope this person doesn't listen, haven't spoken to them for years. One of my school friends, who I, at last recollection, was heterosexual, and I then was told by another friend that they had been chatting on a dating app, and on, not Grindr, another one, and it sort of said where you went to school. And my friend said, oh, I know people that went to Clifton College, my name of my school. I then happened to see my friend in the street, bumped into him, this other friend that I hadn't seen for years, was chatting to him, going, oh, hello, lovely to see, having a nice little catch up. Said, oh, and I believe, thinking that, okay, we'll go into, I obviously don't know the sort of the, oh, now you're gay routine, but I'll just make it easy for him. I went, oh, I believe you were chatting to my friend, let's call him Charlie. And literally the guy ran off. That was the last I spoke to him.
Yeah, I really disagree with you here.
Okay.
I think it's like, and anonymous, I think it's none of your business. If you've left, if you're working now and it was affecting your work and that, but yeah, why would you say that to that guy?
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously...
Why did you say that to that guy?
Well, because I thought, okay,
I thought that was a bit cruel.
No, because I wasn't saying it to be cruel. I literally hadn't seen him in 8 years. And I thought, okay, now you're gay. I'll just...
Mind your own beeswax. None of your business.
Okay.
That's my opinion on it.
But maybe Anonymous here, because it's a cafe, it's a food preparation area, is concerned, they've done their level 2 food hygiene certificate, and maybe they are very concerned about food hygiene.
What colour chopping board would you need to have sex on?
Well done, that's basically level 2 food hygiene.
Wouldn't be yellow, would it? That's uncooked meats, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyone want a nice bun? That sort of thing. What? For
cooked meat? Anyway.
Cooked meat is red.
Yeah. What's brown again? Green.
Brown?
No, green.
Green is vegetables. Blue is fish.
Blue.
Well, not if they're gay. No fish.
Green.
Final one from Anonymous. Oh, God, this is long. Dear William Jordan EPB, I write to you with an embarrassing and long-standing problem I have had pertaining to an overdue conversation with my father. Whilst in my early 20s, I was enjoying life as a single gentleman at a local pub when I struck up a conversation with an enthusiastic and attractive woman at a bar. We took a walk, and in a moment that arguably lacks class and dignity, we performed the horizontal tango in the romantic setting of a park bench.
Horizontal tango.
It was dark, risky, and this just added to the general naughtiness of it. Fast forward a few hours, after parting ways with this exciting partner and getting home, I was smiling ear to ear and feeling pretty good about myself.
Good lad.
As it was the case that I was living at home with my parents and my father was on call for the hospital as a nurse, I carefully snuck upstairs to relieve myself of the many litres of beer I had enjoyed. When I unzipped and looked down, it became clear that the wetness I attributed to my performance was in fact... Oh, God. Bring back poo. Was in fact her special time of the month. All I can say is I looked down to expect a pale pork banger, and was looking back at me was a chorizo and a red wine sauce. Jesus. My help of surprise alerted my ever-ready nurse father into action, who then burst into the bathroom with a look of horror and concern as I was toweling myself off with the now rouge washcloth. "Are you okay?" he exclaimed in a clear professional medical manner you'd expect of his NHS profession. 75 years. My only reply in a moment of panic was, "It's not my blood." To which he said nothing, backed out slowly and shut the door, and we haven't discussed it since. So my question is, do I ever bring this up in front of him to explain the situation? Best wishes for your Benidorm adventures. Maybe skip the chorizo. Anonymous.
You won't be the first or the last.
No. I think this is where you just push it up. We're English. Push it under the carpet. Pretend not to notice. Don't talk about it. Suppress your feelings. Be in therapy in 10 years' time.
Yeah, why would you need to tell your dad about that?
Well, because the dad walked in on him. I think you probably wouldn't have told your dad if he hadn't have walked in.
Yeah.
Also, why has the door not got a lock on it?
Somewhat similar happened. Not to... I don't want to go into too much detail, but my friend snapped his banjo.
Yeah.
And I was downstairs at the time.
Would you like to, for those people that don't know what a banjo is, just it's not a musical instrument.
No, it's that bit that attaches your foreskin to your willy.
Nice.
And we've never talked about that. He was...
You have. I have heard this story before.
Oh, have you? Yeah. Have I told it you? And I can still see it now.
Sorry?
Like, honestly, he was mortified. Ooh. So, and we've never talked about it, and I wouldn't want to talk about it with him. So, let's
Move on. Yeah, I don't think you need to say anything anonymous to your father.
Yeah.
If he brings it up, then fine, you can have the conversation. But I don't think you need to.
Oh.
Okay, Jordan, what's coming up on the weekend release, please? Okay, Jordan, what's coming up on the weekend release?
All right, it's the first time. Bloody hell. Not that deaf. We asked our G&Divas to finish the sentence, "You know you're a G&Diva when?" on Instagram. So didn't we do that years ago?
We've done it again.
So we'll hear what you have to say in the bonus.
Lovely. And remember, you can always get in touch. And remember, you can always listen every Tuesday and Friday, watch us on YouTube and Sundays, and share us on your socials all week.
And you can send your tales of trepidation to help@sextedmyboss.com, or you can tweet us or send us a message on Instagram @sextedmyboss, or you can even write to William Hanson, who promises a handwritten reply on his own letterhead of paper. The address for that is on the website sextedmyboss.com.
I thought the other day I had replied to everyone that we had in. Turns out there's a massive, great big wodge that I did not take home with me that I shall be spending this weekend going through. So if you haven't had a reply, it's because I thought I'd replied. No, there is a huge... I mean, I've got a good... It's a good 5 inches to get through this weekend.
Are you going to be invoicing them as well?
Yes.
See you on Friday.